Greetings all and welcome back to Vulpecula Media. You might notice a bit of a difference since the last video in my little playthrough series. Primary difference being that my gear is different, and that's because I switched up the build, still remaining as close as I can to the books, but leaning a little bit more into what I deem canon style signs. So, Igni's one continuous stream rather than, melty goodness, and Earden's a variety of seals. As close as I could get, just for a bit more utility. My original build was crafted during late New Game and did not have the limits and scaling of New Build Plus in mind. So, the other thing you might notice is that we have slightly poorer audio. I don't know if that's immediately noticeable, but my microphone broke, so I'm back on my old headset from like early Doors videos. And the last thing that you'll notice is we have time skipped because I lost the footage due to the broken microphone issue where I finished the Ciri playthrough and the Ciri cutscene, sorry, where she was running away from the Wild Hunt, and I cured Morkvarg of his curse, and then I killed him regardless after I cured him because he's a bastard. And now I'm meeting Yennefer in Larvik so that we can prove our love, which of course is good and pure.
You best take that back. You defied sacred ground. The gods will never forgive you for this.
Ye ain't welcome here, witch.
Always did know how to win friends.
I was provoked.
Saw it happen. Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Far Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Far Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
Alright, so what exactly do you expect me to do?
You must help me find this djinn. I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine. I'll help you.
Thank you. A boat awaits in the harbor. Come.
Splendid. I'm just quickly going to adjust the audio so the voices are louder. Yeah, I'll leave it like that. Don't want to quit.
You've gotta be kidding. You gotta.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
How could you possibly know I'd agree?
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Hopefully, the audio works out
Just once, you might try
okay.
to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation. The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
I also apologise if you can hear any growth wet mouth sounds. My mic is not normally headset level away from my face. So obviously,
Getting in or not?
yes, I'm getting in, Yen. Obviously, this is a continuation of The Last Wish, the short story.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
I'm also going to take some killer whale. And probably some cat.
I cried a Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there.
So this, oh bollocks! I should have bought a crossbow for this. Yes.
Going.
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship.
Come back up.
Not without getting that treasure, I'm not. Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, this is a continuation of The Last Witch, which is a... oh, that's a bit shit. Which is a short story from the first collection of short stories by Andrei Sapkowski. During which, I think it was turned into an episode on the Netflix series. Geralt goes looking for a djinn to cure his insomnia, and Dandelion gets in the way, ends up losing his voice, and the mage that Geralt gets to assist him turns out to be
Where'd you
Yennefer.
Wherever the leads take us.
But Yennefer seeks to use that djinn so that she can cure her barren womb and bear child, and very
Say you
nearly
find the
loses.
djinn. What'll you do? Ask for a beautiful house? And a palace? And a queen's crown?
Are we still talking about the djinn? Or have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
Yeah, sorry, as I was saying, the outcome is that Yen loses control, and Geralt stops her and steals,
Something's here.
or not
Another
steals,
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
but otherwise utilizes the last of the three wishes. And he does so, and as they just explained, he wishes that he and Yen would be together forever. Which, of course, Yennefer takes some exemption
Been
to.
here a while. A man's skeleton. Somebody pinned his skull to the deck with an axe.
A death worthy of a Skellige.
Clan emblem indicates a Dimmen man, so he was from Pharaoh. Got something. A Skellige's buckler. Clan Hamai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search elsewhere.
Already back, bitch. Uh-oh.
How long you gonna make me wait?
So... that'll just about do. There's one. Oh, there's another. You gonna let me sit down? Thank you. Excellent.
You're getting better at this.
Go even quicker if you helped me down there.
I prefer to observe matters from up here, most definitely.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life, you gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
So, of course, that is another reference to the first short story collection. And it was, again, another one that they turned
Something
into...
strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom. I'll see what it is.
Yeah, it was another one that they turned into a episode. Sorry, I'm just thinking about what I'm going to need down there. And possibly some drowner pheromones. Do I have those still? Yes. Oh, look at that. Just teetering on the edge of toxicity. Alright, so what am I looking for? Oh, just about anything then. And these aren't drowners. These are sirens. Geralt, please, swim faster. Please. I'm just gonna resurface ever so quickly. There. Oh God, it's so
See
far
something?
down.
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid. That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine.
I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid.
Ah, there you are.
No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
I think one of the major downsides that I didn't really think of when I was like, oh, hey, yeah, I'll do a playthrough of The Witcher 3 as if I'm playing by the rules of the book, was the lack of crossbow usage. Because there are levels, I say levels, you know what I mean? There are periods where you're just underwater and you can't do shit.
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the djinn.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Stop whining. 1, 2... Three.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
I did. Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this djinn?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
Oh, do I go hard on it? I might go hard on it. Let's see what happens. Like, I feel like Geralt would give some sass.
Won't worm your way out of it. Not this time. Tell me the truth or I'll leave.
You needn't resort to blackmail. You would have learned eventually.
True, but after the fact. I want to know now.
How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another. Something draws us to each other, but I can never be certain if it's a true feeling or merely a bit of mischief by a djinn.
So that's it. This is about my last wish?
You asked that djinn to bind us together forever. I want to ask this one to take that wish back.
I feel like Geralt would understand.
I get it. You want to know what'll happen if magic no longer binds us.
I want to know if when the djinn's magic is gone, if we've any magic left of our own.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently mischievous. This one might have granted his wish and perverted it.
Nothing interesting.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut her off.
Nothing interesting here.
If anyone doesn't know, djinn, or genies, are an inherent part of ancient Islamic mythology. In the early Islamic world, supposedly, in their mythology, we are one of 3 races that were created. We have the angels, the human beings, and the jinn.
Wonder what this means.
And over time, they have morphed into these sort of friendly but mischievous, kind of angry demon things in popular culture.
Empires by Giambattista. Mage must have slept here. Nothing interesting. Nothing here. Wonder what this means. Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them.
Brilliant. Oh, hang on.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact
Oh,
with the mountain was
oh.
so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them.
Oh, that's the blood stain, right?
Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck. Or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Hmm. I think that's everything on this floor. So what am I missing? Don't fall from this mountain. Do not do it. I might just be being blind. Because from my previous playthrough, out of interest, so I did this quest, but the thing that I remember is that I looked into what happens if... Oh. What happens if you slip? No, I looked into what happens if you tell Yen that you don't love her after the genie's wish is gone. And I honestly don't think I've ever seen anything so bloody heartbreaking in a video game. You know, just the expression of Yennefer's feelings of betrayal. It's quite impactful, and it's kind of wiped a few of my memories of actually playing the quest, so I apologize if I don't have a lot to say right now.
Mystery of mysteries, Agnes of Glanville.
Oh, where is it? That's why it's not in plain sight.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea. Step back a bit.
What are you going to do?
Summon and tame the djinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame djinn, vrif kaishta em gaia, kaishta et disglair, devired me castle.
Take it you have a plan.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Care to trade places?
Just a bit more! I can feel his strength waning. He's stronger than I thought. Got you! Your master died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a djinn can remove another djinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free. You are free!
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a djinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid. Half of Rind suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired. Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Perhaps that will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected, actually. A bit of vertigo, perhaps. I thought you'd become a stranger to me. That I'd look at you and not feel a thing. But it's not like that at all. Nothing's changed.
Jinn might have cheated us after all.
Why?
'Cause I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was, in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things. Amos's cabin looked cozy.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end if we sit here a while. My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us. Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
What now?
Well, I'm due to appear in Vizima. We must report to the Emperor after all.
Ciri's our concern, and only ours.
At heart, perhaps. But it's not what we agreed with Emir. We must see him.
If we gotta, we gotta.
We wouldn't have known Ciri had returned if not for the Emperor and his agents. It's the least we can do.
Yen, what happened back there?
Was very nice. Let's not ruin it by hashing out the details.
I'm going to see the Baron. Collect Uma from him, then we'll ride for Kaer Morhen.
I shall join you as quickly as I can.
See you, Yen. Take care of yourself.